The northern lights dazzle the skies above us, and they are no stranger to mid-Michigan. But what causes them, and will we get to see them in this area again? Chief Meteorologist Eric Estreva tells us more about the Aurora borealis.
Several forecasts recently have gone out about higher than normal chances to see the northern lights in our area. And it truly has seemed like way more than ever before. But is it just luck, or is there something else at work to bring them down further into Michigan? In this special report, we'll take you to the sun and show you its role in the Aurora borealis.
The Aurora borealis is actually a natural phenomenon that occurs in our atmosphere when we have solar winds.
Solar wind is the constant flow of energized particles from the sun. When the sun creates events that send a larger amount of particles towards the Earth at a faster rate, called coronal mass ejections or CMEs, as they arrive and interact with the Earth's atmosphere, they create the dancing lights we see in the Michigan sky. So what is leading to the uptick in activity as of late? We took a trip over to the Longway Planetarium to find out.
The sun actually goes on an 11-year cycle called the solar cycle, and it reaches a maximum and a minimum once every 11 years. So right now we are approaching a solar maximum.
That maximum allows for more active regions on the sun, called sunspots. These go hand in hand with the coronal mass ejections mentioned earlier, as a higher number of ejections occur alongside a higher number of sunspots. Our current maximum will peak in July, but above average chances of CMEs will continue for the next few years. These events themselves, however, are not enough to cause the colors within the northern lights. And our atmosphere is the second component alongside the energized particles from the sun that give us those vibrant colors that you can see a little bit better on that low light setting of your camera. It's the oxygen and the nitrogen that are abundant in our atmosphere. That collision with the electrons from the sun give us the reds, the greens, the purples, and the blues. The oxygen gives us the reds and the greens higher up in the atmosphere, and then a little bit lower, the purples and the blues come from the nitrogen. While the lights are lovely to capture and see, these solar storms can be dangerous to infrastructure and life on Earth if they are strong enough, like the Carrington event that happened in 1859.
The storm was strong enough that it caused electricity to jump between poles and brought a lot of the power grid at the time down. To have a storm that strong nowadays would probably knock out most of our communication satellites and other satellites we have out in space, and probably wreak havoc on our power grids.
Our daily lives would be severely impacted, so we have to hope a storm like this never happens again. Thankfully, most other storms are easily managed by our atmosphere. Outside of any once-in-a-generation event, what should you be on the lookout for from our Northern Lights forecast that will give you a chance to see them here?
The storm we recently had reached about a KP5, which is their way of measuring the strength, very similar to how we measure tornadoes and hurricanes. Around this area, KP6 is what we recommend.
Make sure you jump on any opportunity to see the Aurora borealis in the coming years, because once we get into the solar minimum by the next decade, you will likely have to wait several years before they return to lower Michigan. I'm meteorologist Eric Estreva.